One of the assets that Puerto Ricans have as part of the U.S. is U.S. citizenship. But can that U.S. citizenship be taken away? Most people are unaware that there are two different kinds of U.S. citizenships that exist, and they're not equal to each other. Now, not all Puerto Ricans or Puerto Rican descendants have the same kind of U.S. citizenship, as I'll explain later. But for those that have the quote-unquote other U.S. citizenship, there's a possibility that it can be revoked. Now, I don't want you to panic because the possibilities of it happening are slim. However, I think it's important to be well informed about your status nonetheless. People born in Puerto Rico are U.S. citizens by birth. However, this kind of citizenship is not the same as the kind of citizenship people born in the States have. The key to understanding the difference is this: constitutional versus statutory citizenship. The 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution says all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. The Constitution protects the citizenship of everyone who is born or naturalized in the United States. This type of citizenship is known as constitutional citizenship. It is defined and protected by the U.S. Constitution. It is permanent and cannot be taken away from a citizen except as a punishment for treason. The Constitution, however, doesn't cover people born in the U.S. territory of Puerto Rico. So in 1917, Congress passed a law making the people of Puerto Rico U.S. citizens. The name of the law was the Jones-Shafrath Act. President Woodrow Wilson signed the law on March 2, 1917. It provided statutory citizenship by law or statute, not under the Constitution. The U.S. Constitution could not grant Puerto Ricans U.S. citizenship because the 14th Amendment specifically applies to a state wherein citizens reside, not to a territory like Puerto Rico. Similarly, the Constitution does not explicitly protect the citizenship granted by statute to people born in Puerto Rico. Federal courts have also recognized the 14th Amendment of the Constitution simply does not apply in U.S. territories. Now, if you're a Puerto Rican or Puerto Rican descendant born in one of the 50 U.S. states, then your citizenship is protected by the Constitution. But for those born on the island who live there or in the states, your citizenship is not covered by the Constitution, and therefore you have statutory citizenship. So now we get to the question at hand. Can statutory citizenship be revoked? Well, technically the answer is yes. You see, what Congress giveth, it can taketh away. The Jones-Shafrath Act, which gave all Puerto Ricans U.S. citizenship in 1917, was an act of Congress. Similarly, Congress could enact a law in the future that could revoke the Jones-Shafrath Act. It would have to pass both parts of Congress, the House of Representatives and Senate, by majority vote, plus get the signature of the president to pass. However, if the president doesn't sign or vetoes the bill, then Congress would need 2/3 of its members to vote in approval in order to override the president and make it law. And there's nothing in the Constitution that could prevent them from doing so. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Help us to spread this video by sharing. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more videos.